What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Abe. This is EVE Online, and this is the final Advanced Military Career Agent mission for the Minmatar. It's called the exam. I'm going to do it in this ship instead of the Thrasher ship that they're going to give us, in no small part because I don't have the skills trained up for destroyers yet. So I've got my ship outfitted here. It says they're terrorists. It doesn't talk about the specific pirate faction that they might belong to. But if we look at our bio, which is where I keep my, all of my information here, it says that mercenaries, and this is, I think, what we're going to treat as mercenary, they do kinetic and thermal, and we should do kinetic and thermal. So with that in mind, I'm going to come in here. I'm going to, let's see. Nope. I can remove the charge from all three of these. And what I want to do, kinetic and thermal. So let me stack these just to make it organized. And take this out of, stack those. All right, so we've got 2100 fusion, and that does mostly explosive. If I want to do kinetic, this says titanium or lead. So, all right, so let's go over here. We're going to buy some titanium S. Titanium Sabot S. All right. And we'll buy it at dirt cheap. We'll just buy 2,000 units. We'll drag it over here. And then put a few more rounds in our cargo hold. Now, you might note that I only put like, you can see that each gun holds 200, so a full battery is like 600 rounds, and so I only have like 3 full, I guess, loads of ammo available to me here. And you'll also notice that my turret tracking number has changed, which is now 645.52. So I'm going to put that in my spreadsheet. But I know I'm only going up against a handful of enemies, so the amount of ammo that I need to carry is minimal. Realize that as you carry more and more ammunition, you're carrying around more and more money's worth of loot or equipment with you, right? So if I had to carry 10 times this or 100 times this, I would be carrying 100,000 or a million ISK worth of ammo, and that's not nothing. So. All right, so let's see. They do kinetic and thermal. I don't have any shield hardeners for kinetic or thermal, so I'm just going to stick with the explosive one. I've got my titanium sabot. I'm going to punch in 645.52. You don't need a spreadsheet as a Minmatar. If you're going to play, just play to enjoy. I had never made this or even thought about making a spreadsheet until I started talking about these things, and it sort of tickled my fancy to do so. So now I have this. Against other frigates, my angular velocity, my target's angular velocity needs to be 0.65 at the highest and 0.25 at the lowest or lower. So that's good to know. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We've got that's good, and I think we're ready to go. Actually, let me make sure that I am insured. I will insure this. I should have been insured all along, just in case, because you never know. There we go. If things go very poorly, then I will want to make sure that, yeah. So, all right. So by changing the ammo, my tracking changed. And let's go on out here.
Warp drive active.
And it also impacts my range. So instead of 5,500 as a fall-off range and 900, now it's 5,900 and 960. So, all right. So these are grouped. I'm doing mostly kinetic and a little bit of explosive damage here. I want my default orbit distance to be, let's see, 960 plus a third of that. Yeah, so I'll leave it at 1,500. 3 hostiles. Turn those on. And get in there as fast as we can. Now, if we really want to be professional about this... Oh, they've got... Okay, it doesn't matter then. I was going to spiral in, but they've got missiles, so it doesn't really matter. So, alright, so we want to get under 5,000 meters. See, we're being webbed, and we can web that guy as well. I want to destroy this target. Alright, so yeah, that number's good. And this guy is closer, but at my current speed, I probably am going to be very hard pressed to... Yeah, so alright, so as you can see here, I'm trying to get close. And dictating range is a key portion of combat here. And as you can see, it's alright, so I'm going to get in as close as I can. I'm going to take out this leader because if I hover over this, he is warp scrambling me and webifying me. So if I can take him out first, at very least I can escape. I've got him webbed, and he's not going anywhere. He's at 1,900 meters or 2,000 meters, and because I've got... Come on, where is he? There we go. Yeah, I'm within a decent range. I'm going to be able to destroy him. I should start my armor repairer here, and he's gone. Alright, now I can go about repairing the damage I've taken, get in range on this other ship, and start doing some damage. So that was not simple necessarily. It was a relatively dangerous spot that we were in, but you can see how important it is to dictate range. If they had really webbed me, if the web that they had used was more than the really simple version that that this guy showed up with, I would have been in big trouble because I wouldn't have been able to catch up to him enough to get in range of my guns. And he could have just stayed out there, and that's what's known as kiting. So kiting or kite tanking or whatever is where you basically are flying away from them and they can never catch up, and you can do damage to them but they can't do damage to you. And I was in a position where that was the case. So yeah, so that's it for the exam, or the 10th out of 10, and our introduction to Minmatar combat with Minmatar ships. I like it. I think it's much more interesting and engaging than drone combat. Drone combat is a little bit safer, I think, especially at the very beginning. But it's personal preference. Some people love it, and that's what they prefer to do. So yeah, so that's it. I'll look for you in the next video, and we'll decide whether we do some combat videos and then we get into faction warfare, or whether we just go right into faction warfare. So let me know what you think, or what you're interested in seeing, and I'll focus my efforts on that, because I'm doing this for you, and I enjoy it, of course, but I'm hoping that not only you enjoy it, but you also benefit from it. So yeah, thanks for being here, and I'll catch you in the next video.